Good morning to all. How are you? I hope all you are fine and studying well. I am Samir and today I am going to teach you Standard 6 textbook Honeysuckle chapter number 1. Who did Patrick's homework? Before read and comprehend and understand this chapter, now let me show you our video summary about this lesson.
Who did Patrick's homework? Patrick did not like to do his homework. He found it boring and he would rather play sports and video games than do his homework. His teachers would warn him that he would not learn anything if he didn't do his homework. One day, Patrick found his cat playing with a doll and he snatched it away. He then realized that it was not a doll, but a tiny human. The tiny human was wearing a woolen shirt, old-fashioned pants, and a doll hat. The tiny human, an elf, promised to grant a wish to Patrick if he saves him from the cat. Patrick was very happy and thought that he had found an answer to all his problems. Patrick decided to ask the elf to do his homework for the rest of the semester. Since the elf didn't have any other option, he agreed to do Patrick's homework. However, he didn't know any of Patrick's subjects and soon got irritated. He was an elf after all. The elf started ordering Patrick to bring books from the library and help him understand the subjects. Patrick spent most of his time reading and teaching the elf how to do his homework. He worked so hard that he didn't get enough sleep and went to school with puffy eyes. On the last day of school, the elf quietly slipped away. By then, Patrick had finished all of his homework and had scored straight A's. He turned out to be a polite and disciplined boy at the end of the term, and his parents and teachers were very proud of him. Patrick thought the elf had done a good job. But was it really the elf who did the homework?
So, I hope you understand the summary about who did Patrick's homework. Now, do you like homework? Do you do it yourself or do you get help? What homework do you usually have? Let's read a lesson. Patrick never did homework. Too boring, he said. He played hockey and basketball and Nintendo instead. Nintendo is a video game. His teachers told him, Patrick, do your homework or you won't learn thing. And it's true, sometimes he'll feel like an ignoramus. But what could he do? He hated homework. Then one day he found his cat playing with a little doll and he grabbed it away. To his surprise, it wasn't a doll at all, but a man of the tiniest size. He had a little wool shirt with old-fashioned breeches and a high tall that much like a witch's. He yelled, "Save me!" A tiny man yelled, "Save me! Don't give me back to the cat. I'll grant you wish. I promise you that." Means a tiny man promised to Patrick. Patrick couldn't believe how lucky he was. Here was the answer to all of his problem. So he said, only if you do all my homework till the end of the semester, that's 35 days. If you do a good enough job, I could even get A's. The little man's face wrinkled like a dishcloth thrown in the hamper. He kicked his leg and doubled his feet, and he grisped and scolded and pursed his lips. Oh, I'm cursed, but I'll do it. And true to his word, that the little elf began to do Patrick's homework. Except there was one glitch. The elf didn't always know that to do and needed help. Help me, he would say. And Patrick would have to help him in whatever way. I don't know this word, the elf squealed while reading Patrick's homework. Get me a dictionary. No, what's even better? Look up the word and sound it out by each letter. What it comes to math, Patrick was out of luck. What are times table? The elf shrieked. We elves never needed that. And addition and subtraction and division and fractions. Here, sit down beside me. You simply must guide me. Elves know nothing of human history. To them, it's a mystery. So the little elf, already a shouter, just go louder. Go to the library. I need books. More and more books. And you can help me read them too. As a matter of fact, every day in every way that little elf was a nag. Patrick was working harder than ever, and it was drag. He was staying up nights, had never felt so weary. Was going to school with eyes puffed and blurry. Finally, the last day of the school arrived. The elf was free to go. As for homework, there was no more. So he quietly and shyly slipped out the back door. Patrick got his A's. His classmates were amazed. His teachers smiled and were full of praise. And his parents, they wondered what had happened to Patrick. He was now the model kid. Cleaned his room, did his chores, was cheerful, never rude, like we had developed a new attitude. You see, in the end, Patrick still thought he would make that tiny man do all his homework. But I will share a secret just between you and me. It wasn't the elf. Patrick had done it himself. After all, Patrick homework had done it himself. A story written by Coral Moore. So I hope you understand. Thank you.